Prefer to, please.
Anyone can start.
DJ Harden, Chicago State of Mind. Coach, I understand that your team's not about moral victories, but how's it feel
No
to
moral
coach?
victories. I don't even want to talk about any moral victories. I just want to talk about the game. No moral victories here. None. None.
Okay. But you don't want to talk about having such a resilient group?
No moral victories here.
Okay.
We ain't come for no moral victory.
Okay. Quick follow-up, though. The starting lineup struggled with slower starts. I mean, the guards had 7 assists in the first half. From your background being a point guard, what would you like to see differently from your guards?
It ain't got nothing to do with me. It got nothing to do with my background. It's got every bit to do with what they are learning and what they're doing as they're growing. They'll learn how to run the system, and they're doing it and learning fast. Got to quickly learn it.
You emphasized the slow starts ahead of the game, saying you wanted your team to punch first. We didn't see that tonight. So at what point do you potentially consider shifting your starting five?
I'm not thinking of that. I'm not thinking of that. Thinking about going winning games. We'll figure it out.
So late in the game, you have the group on the floor. Dana's on the bench. What was the decision there to leave Dana on the bench late in the game?
That's not, that wasn't the decision that was made. This group was going. You don't stop the momentum. The group was going.
Anyone else in person?
One thing you guys got to understand, I don't play mind games. So whatever the flow of the game is, that's what's flowing.
What did you like about what the group you had on the court late in the game?
And the energy and momentum was shifting in their favor.
So when you consider how they're kind of bringing your team back into the game, again, does that play into potentially inserting
Games are games. Games are games. There's so many things that happens in games, and you make the adjustments in the game.
Any more in person?
Yeah, I got one. Hey, Coach, I understand your frustration. Like Kennedy, she played really tough. I think a lot of people just seeing maybe she add a little bit more firepower to it, and that might be great for the start. What you think?
As you.
Thanks.
Any more in person? We'll go to Carly Bell on Zoom. Please unmute.
The one thing about Kennedy is she's accepted her role. As of right now, she's accepting her role and doing a hell of a job in her role.
Well, I see it like a Lou Willville.
Carly, go ahead.
Hey, Coach. We've just seen free throws been an issue recently, just today, but then also just trying to get more attempts at the line. What did you see in the second half that out of your team offensively that was able to get more free throw attempts to make this a closer game?
Well, when you're aggressive, normally that happens. So we were a little more aggressive in the second half. A little bit better trying to get to the rim. There was deliberate actions, more so to speak, trying to get downhill a little bit more, trying to get to the rim a little bit more. Bigs were being powerful down there a little bit more. Those things have to start from the very beginning, from the onset. And we can do that. We'll give ourselves a chance. We'll give ourselves an opportunity to win games. Other than that, digging out of holes in this league is tough.
What's the messaging that you want to have to your team so that you guys are having these strong starts? It looks like there was a stronger start in the second quarter coming out. What's the messaging and what are you trying to get across in those moments?
Well, it takes 40 minutes. That's the message. That's the message. It's a 40-minute game.
Thank you.
Jordan on Zoom, please unmute.
Hey, Coach. I'm sorry if this question was asked already, but you emphasized back in pregame that getting off to a strong start is key. Obviously, in the first half, that wasn't the case. Do you feel like it starts on the defensive end or more so just not making the shot?
Starts on both ends. We're a team on the defensive end first. Defensive stops, offensive runs. So it starts there for us more so than anywhere.
Any more for Coach?
Just one more for me. This next stretch of games against the Fever, the Wings, how are you going to use this as a measuring stick to assess whether or not maybe some changes need to happen?
Great to be in shortly.